What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So during the roll call, Emmanuel Gonzalez is under active investigation for telling officers to shoot 50 Cent on sight. Yep, let me say that one more time. NYPD officer Emmanuel Gonzalez is on active investigation for telling officers on the roll call, during the roll call, to shoot the rapper, business mogul, 50 Cent on sight. Now, 50 Cent and his officer had a run-in a month prior to this situation where 50 Cent took to Instagram, allegedly, and he put up a post saying, "Get the strap." You know his little slogan he be saying, because he was offended at Officer Emmanuel Gonzalez for shaking down two of his guys. So Gonzalez ended up filing a complaint to the New York Police Department for aggravated harassment on 50 Cent. He's saying that 50 Cent fans and followers be threatening him and things like that. And when 50 made a threat to him, like, "Get the strap," he was saying that means a gun. So 50 ended up taking the post down, but he wasn't charged with nothing like that. But Mr. Gonzalez had told fellow officers that when they get 50 Cent, to shoot him on sight. That's bogus, man. That's very out of pocket, and that's very bogus. And it really shows you a real, actual example of officers abusing their power. Not like, this brother ain't guilty or nothing. You ain't trying to investigate a criminal or somebody that's doing something illegal. But just because you don't like him, and just because you a police officer, you believe that you can entrust not only you, but other officers, whomever, get a hold of him first and shoot him on sight. That's weak as hell, man. That's bogus and out of pocket. And you need to be relieved of your job as a New York police officer. You need to be stripping of your badge and your gun immediately, and you need to be fired. You really need to be fired. That's bogus, and you out of pocket. You're using your position to try to endanger the lives of other people. And if you think this way toward 50 Cent, I could imagine what you probably done already. Because if you going to say this and you freely open to say this to other officers, that's just a clear sign of what you probably done already did that we probably don't even know about. You don't just throw that out there like that and not be bothered by it if you don't have some type of evidence of actually may have doing this already in some type of way or another. And this is a sure sign of corruption. You can't be no stand-up police officer that's sworn in to protect and serve, speaking like this and trying to share your ideology with other officers to act on your word and trying to kill a person because you don't like him. Get up out of here. Trying to entangle your life into the life of these rappers because you're probably jealous and mad that they making all this money and they black. When you see what's going on in the United States, a lot of these officers killing these not only blacks, but killing a lot of these black brothers and things like that, and you want to say that and put that out there because you got a uniform and a badge and a gun, you are a coward. You are a coward for doing such thing, for saying such thing. If you wasn't a police officer, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be acting like that. And that's shameful to even go that way. That's shameful to even do those type of things like that. And that stuff should come back on you because of it, as a result of it. Go, baby. As a result of it. That's bogus and out of pocket. And then as you look at it, it's sustained on the New York Police Department. Look at how many people have been shot and killed by the New York Police Department. And then I'm pretty sure when you told these officers to shoot 50 Cent on sight when you see him, that means kill him, because these officers are trained to kill. These officers ain't trained to just shoot and hurt you. These officers are trained to kill you. And because they are trained to kill you, this is how they beat a lot of their cases when involving police shootings. Because the victim can't take the stand because he's dead. And 9 times out of 10, if it's not being recorded or accidentally caught on tape, it's the police word over the victims. Over the victims. They train these officers to kill you. That's why you rarely see a person surviving a police shooting. These officers is trained to kill you. They will shoot you dead. They will shoot you dead. And if you're still alive, they'll wait so long to try to call for you help. You die on the scene even then. So they're going to make sure you dead because they trained to kill you. And they know. I'm pretty sure they tell them this here. If you shoot them, you might as well just kill them. You might as well just kill them. You'll beat the case better if you do that. You shoot them and they make it through it. They get to testify against you. And then the jury may sympathize with their story because you shot them. So that's bogus and that's out of pocket of what this officer did. And he needs to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And if an officer, again, is thinking like that and saying things like that, then that officer probably have done this before or is involved in it in some type of way. No ifs, ands, buts about it. If I'm you, 50 Cent, knowing this, knowing that he said this to other officers, that go to show you that there is probably a sting of corrupted officers, man. And you is on their radar. I will move entirely different, man. I will make sure I have the proper security and everything around me based upon that. Eliana, be quiet. I will make sure I have the proper security surrounding me and everything, man. In fact, like, I don't get you brothers, man. Most of the time, y'all be hiring armed security and things like that. It be your cousins and your brothers and your nephews and your guys and your homies. No. If I'm 50 Cent, all that, I get the police on the police. Stop. Get that out your mouth. Give it to me. Shut back. I get the police on the police. I'm hiring police officers as security. I'm keeping it real. That's what I do. Stop. I'm not playing. Go sit down. Go sit down until I'm done. Come on now. Daddy gonna play with you later. Go sit down. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting real. I'm getting officers on officers. Ellie, stop. I'm getting officers on officers. That's what I'm doing. You should move like that. Anytime these brothers talking about killing you on sight, they not even giving you a chance. You ain't even having no idea what they finna do to you, brother. Kill you on sight, shoot you on sight. You thinking they police officers, so guess what you doing? You thinking that they just trying to do their job on a routine stop, and you don't even know they actually trying to end your life. Stop. You don't even know that they trying to end your life. So no, you need to move. You need to move accordingly, brother. They trying to wipe and take you out. You better get you some real security and don't get your homies and your guys all around you, man. No, you better get the police on the police. So a lot of people don't like doing that type of stuff because they be moving illegally. And because they be moving illegally, they don't want them polices in their affairs. Well, let me tell you something. If you rich like you is, Curtis Jackson, with all that money, you don't need to be doing nothing illegal anyway, man. You got a show and all that. And I'm not saying you is. I'm just speculating, just saying why a lot of people don't like to get police security backing them up, and they get this hand-me-down type security. Look, if I'm a millionaire, I got paper like that. Look, I live legal. I'm getting the real police officers on the police. You get the police on the police. That's how I move. I ain't trying to get my homies and my guys and them on my security like I'm still in the streets and on the block. Man, if I'm a millionaire like 50 Cent now, and you just see these police trying to kill you, what? What? Man, I'm hiring police officer protection. I'm keeping it real. That's what my security gonna be. I ain't even finna risk and play with these people or take no chances, and you shouldn't either. So this officer bogus, and he out of pocket. Now don't get me wrong, man. All police officers ain't corrupted and evil, and we need law. But it's officers like these that need to be removed, need to be investigated, and that whole thing need to be cracked open. Thank God situations like this arises where the orders hadn't been carried out, but what it does is expose a corrupt entity going on inside of that system that should be under heavy investigation. This your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.